Good morning, everybody. Thanks for listening to my rambling yesterday. I I guess I've had lots to chat about. Sometimes I can ramble a little bit too much, but anyone who endured it, thank you. So today, what I want to talk to you guys about is I got back in the back. That drawer that I have on the table that slides was on the bed, and I needed to put something in one of the bowls, and I got back there and I'm looking at those blinds going, I don't want to do it. So I took the Reflectix off one of them and the mat fell down. So I'm like, okay, I'm into it now. I have to get it done. So it's when I'm up there, I can just barely sit up. I have to actually scooch down a little bit, just a little bit. But for me to actually try to contort myself to get those mats up there with the tape and everything else, I was crooked because of the way that I was angled. And it's extremely hard. It's hard to explain. I should have taped it, I guess, videotaped it, but I didn't. But I didn't want to do it, and I kind of had to do it. I was made to do it because they were down. So it got me thinking. The whole reason I did this channel was because there's a lot of self-image in today's society, and that is not what I want to come off as. I was born in the 60s. So, and I'm not saying that not having a healthy self-esteem is a bad thing. What I'm saying is sometimes your self-image is too emphasized. So getting back to why I did this channel was I wanted to help people. There's a lot of people that are struggling today, financially, emotionally. I find there is a lot of breakdown in society, and there's a lot of immorality, and I wanted to bring a positive somewhere where people can go and just see some positive in working your way up from the ground up. Now, I have a good seasonal job. I've had good jobs my whole life. I've never been rich. I've always had times of struggling. And when I went to truck driving 10 years ago, there was majority of the time I was laid off in the winter time, so I struggled. And I got to a point after a while where I just thought it's not worth it, and that's when I moved into my Honda Pilot, and it was a challenge, and I wanted to, I moved stuff in my storage unit, so I had a storage unit, had places where my stuff could go. That's a step up from what a lot of people are dealing with right now, but but at the same time, it was a challenge. And I was at a Walmart parking lot the other night, and I saw numerous, probably 6 vehicles that were just vans and SUVs, and people were in them. And I'm thinking, okay, well, that was me. Are they staying warm? So this channel, I developed it so that people could not see somebody that was already established or had this glamorous van. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that some of us aren't at that point or aren't able to be at that point. And I just thought it would be an inspiration to people to follow somebody who is in the mud and works at trying to get out of the mud with the best of her abilities and with whatever finances. So by no means I struggle, and that's okay. I'm happy every day I get up. I'm so very grateful for everything that I have. I'm so very grateful for my health. So very grateful for the hair on my head. There's just so many things I'm grateful for. So getting back to the blinds, this is the whole reason why I'm rambling, is I didn't want to do those blinds. And I did them and I felt really good. Same with the blinds yesterday. I did not want to do those blinds, but I knew they had to get done and I pushed through it. So I was thinking that's a really good message to share, that if you have a project or you have something that you don't want to do, even if it's just house cleaning or the dishes or returning a phone call or something in your garage, or I don't know, could be a zillion things. Something like a craft project or whatever. And you've put it away because it's deterring, or you've worked too many hours on it and you've kind of lost your zeal for it. Get it out and finish it. Go do what you need to do. Push yourself to go do it, because you will feel so much delight in your accomplishment afterwards. And I think those kind of things weigh you down. There's so much right now in the world that is weighing a lot of us down, and Christmas can weigh you down. And it's a joyful time. Don't get me wrong. So I don't want to speak negative about everything, but I'm just saying everybody has that little thing in their closet that you don't think weighs you down. But if you push yourself sometimes, the feeling of accomplishment outweighs the endurance that you need to achieve that goal. If you go and do it, it's unbelievable. You feel so much better, and it actually does lift off. You might not think that it's there bothering you, but it's in your subconscious. You know it's there. You've just piled it back there. That's how I think anyway. So anyway, on that note, I have to go get some wood, some flooring, some insulation, my tool bag, and I need to get this floor done. I don't want to do it, but I want the floor done. So I'm going to go and I'm going to push myself today, and I'm going to go get this floor done. Anybody that wants to comment and cheer me on, that's great. I will take all the cheering on I can possibly get, because I don't want to do it. I think I'm just tired. It was a long work season, and I'm very grateful for the hours that I got and the money that I made that I was able to put into the van. This darn van, I still have more things to do on it. I figured by now I'd have the build done, the van mechanically sound, new tires on it, my roof rack, my solar panel put up, my ladder put up, and out in the bush somewhere cooking bacon and eggs with Wilson over an open fire. It doesn't matter if it was 30 below, but no, it didn't happen. So I'm just gonna keep pushing through things. I'm on EI now. I do have a little bit of emergency money put away, but that's like my emergency money. So now I have to save for my intake manifold, and I have to save for my tires. The roof rack, that's not a big deal. I do need to find a place for a spare tire. And there is a roof rack. I had a friend of mine, a coworker, phone me and say that he saw one of my types of vans at the pick parts, and it had a roof rack on it. So, but it's Christmas and I can't afford it right now. So God willing, after Christmas, when I have a little bit of money, maybe I'll go and see if it's still there. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to show you this blind that I made around the silver knob that you push out, you lift up and push out to open up the window. I did tape that in pretty good. So I have to cut that around, the tape around that, in order to free up the access to the knob more. I don't know what I was thinking. I was tired. So I won't show you that. That's just a little bit of kind of fixing that I got to do. But I will show you what I've got done as far as that blind goes. It's nothing out of the Genius book or anything like that. It's pretty simple. Actually, it was a mistake that I made that worked out really well. So let's go take a look at that. And then I will be back later and record the floor that I don't want to do. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. That looks kind of messy. Okay, so actually this was a mistake that worked out. So I ended up, I have no idea, I measured the window and it came up short. So I had to add a piece. And then when I added the piece, I noticed it could bend. So I thought, well, hey, you know, instead of doing it from the bottom, I'll do it from the side. So that's what I did. So I taped it on both sides. And you can see the mat here. And you can see where I connected it here. So it's just this little piece right here. Now, I could secure it with a little piece of tape up there and then a little piece of tape down there, and it will hold it tight. I haven't bothered. That's what I'm talking about, where I taped it too tight. So I've got to kind of go in there and cut that out a little bit, but already start. I haven't got that. But yeah, so there we go. I did tape the Reflectix to the mat, made it one piece. So it's a solid little piece. So if I want to take it out, I can. It's not gonna, I don't have to do it in a two-piece stage. It's looks like a big taped mess, but kind of is, but it works. And there's the other one. I got it fixed. The last one was the best one I did. Fit the window the best. And I really wasn't into it, and it ended up being the best one that I did. So, right, Wilson? He's so cute. He loves sleeping. Okay, so we'll see you for the floor build.